So here's a question. Should you be going to the health food store to get healthy? Okay, so we're in a world today where people are fascinated with miracles, like, superfoods and super supplements and this little tincture and that herb and all these kind of fancy fads. And one of the places that we find most of these items is in a so-called health food store. So go into any health food store, there'll be all kinds of superfoods there, supplements, things in boxes and in bags and in pill form and extracted, refined. It's defragmented foods, fragmented foods essentially, so not whole foods. And the question is, do they make us healthy? And we have to ask ourselves, what is health, right? Because health is the natural state of things, of course. I mean, we and plants and all the animals, nature in general, in its optimal state, is in a state of health. So we're designed, if you will, or adapted, we're designed to be in a state of health as long as all our needs are provided for and as long as we're not exposed to damaging factors, whether they be through the diet or even just violence and that sort of thing. So as long as we're getting what we need, we are healthy. The health is the body's natural state. So does it make sense that we need to go out and find specific foods that will stimulate us into health? Does it make sense that we should be eating superfoods in order to get healthy? I mean, if health is the natural state of things, if health is the normal state that the body is aiming for, shouldn't just food be enough then? Why should we have to eat superfood? Of course, we've evolved to have needs, and as long as we're covering those needs, we will be healthy, and food is one of those needs. So as long as we're providing food, we'll be healthy in that regard. I mean, there's all the other factors like sleep, rest, activity, sunshine, that sort of thing. But in terms of diet alone, as long as we're providing our body with fuel and the nutrients it needs in the form of whole food, we'll be good. We don't need to go out and seek stimulants. Is it impossible to stimulate your way into health? Is it possible that by taking some kind of herb, by finding this special herb and eating it, the body somehow becomes better at being healthy than it's originally supposed to be? Because that's essentially what people are saying, that they're saying, take this herb, it'll boost your immune system. Well, if it's true that this herb will truly boost your immune system, then that means that your immune system has evolved over millions and millions and millions of years, but it's not optimal. It has evolved for a long time, but by taking a herb, you somehow make it better than what it's designed to be. It doesn't make sense at all. These stimulant foods, these non-food items, are simply drugs that stimulate your body into a reaction. So your body is reacting against the drug, and that looks like some kind of boost. You take a herb, you get high, like, oh, it boosts my energy levels. It doesn't boost your energy levels, just like coffee doesn't boost your energy levels. It literally drains your energy levels. Where do you think the energy come from originally? It's your energy. You are sleeping and recharging every night. That's where you have the energy. And if you drink a cup of coffee, that coffee will stimulate your adrenals to essentially squeeze out some of your reserve energy. So it's going into the reserve tank, but you already had that energy. So it's like it's draining you rather than really giving you anything. So what's my point? Should we be going to the health food store? Well, I would propose that the health food store doesn't have any health food, and that there's no such thing as really a health food. There's just food and non-food. And by eating food, meaning the foods that are appropriate for our physiology, health is the natural state. We don't create health by eating this special mix of things. No, we just eat what is naturally appealing to our senses, what fits our physiology the best, our anatomy the best, and that is actually fruit. Human beings are frugivores, so fruit is the optimal, and then there's lots of suboptimal foods that are still within sort of kind of okay range, and then there's really non-optimal foods that will inhibit your potential to reach complete health. So where to get food? Well, just go to the fruits and vegetables market. Go to your supermarket, go to your farmer's market, go to your fruits and vegetables shop, produce wholesale market, wherever you go, wherever they have real food, whole food, you know, where you can see it when it's there. It's not in a package. It doesn't have an ingredients list on it. If something has an ingredient list on it, it's not essentially a whole food. It's processed food. And no animal in nature eats processed food, so why should we? But if you're looking for health, I suggest you create health by practicing healthful habits, rather than going to the health food shop looking for some kind of special drug that will stimulate you and make you feel like you're feeling good or something like that for a little while, and then you'll get the low afterwards. Don't eat non-foods in order to gain health. Eat real food. Okay, get your sleep, get your rest, activity, do what you need to do to be healthy, live a healthful life, and health is the natural outcome. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. So thanks for watching. If you're starting out with the raw food diet, you can go to our website at sweetnaturalliving.com, where we have a free ebooklet about how to get started with the raw food diet. We also offer health coaching if you're interested in personal advice. So thanks for watching. Eat your fruits and vegetables, whole food. Any produce market is a health food store in the true sense of the word, whereas the health food stores, they're nothing more than a fancy pharmacy. Okay, so it's for sick people. Sick people go to take medicines and it doesn't even help them. You know, getting healthy is the same for a sick person as it is for a healthy person. It's just go towards health, create health. So there's no need to get even sicker by consuming drugs known as medicines, unless of course you're in an emergency situation where a certain drug might save your life, which is a different situation. So yeah, produce market, that's where it's at. Peace.